What is up, everybody? I'm here, super stoked, super excited, as usual, right? But I'm here, I've got the Yoshimura exhaust. I'm gonna throw it on the KLX 230 Sherpa and turn it into a fire-breathing dragon. Yes, it is gonna scream. Guys, I got the exhaust here. We're gonna take you through it. First we're gonna unbox it. Then I'll give you some sound clips of what the current sewing machines sound like out of the, what the default sewing machine sounds like. And then we'll install the new exhaust and we'll have an upgraded sewing machine. We're gonna take you through the whole deal. We'll take you through the installation and like I said, the sound comparisons before or after. So let's get into it, guys. Let's unbox this guy, see what we got here. I had bought this from Webike Japan. So living in the Philippines here, you don't have a lot of options, right, as far as getting stuff. So Webike is a huge online motorcycle reseller for OEM parts. So you can get all kinds of stuff through them. So I don't think it'd be a really good option in North America, but for part of the world that I live in, it's about my only option. But it's nice. It's where I got my Bridgestone Battle Axe AX41s for my bike too. So super stoked about them. Yes, so let's take a look here, man. They've worked out well, man. There's a little bit of a trick when you're living here in the Philippines. As far as ordering from them, you want to try to keep it under 10,000 pesos, and I'll convert that out to US dollar. Because if you do that, you're able to avoid some of the taxes. So what I had done is I'd shipped my front tire, then my rear tire, and then this guy, right? So a little bit about how that works and some things you could do to avoid it. But yeah, wow, the packaging is really kind of hardcore here. So let's see what we got. Some big staples there. All right. Yeah, well done. Definitely securely packed. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Webike. All right. Yep, some caution there, and all right. Let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah, it looks like an instruction manual, all in Japanese, which really helpful. Oh yeah, there's a power chart too, right? So it shows, looks like, if I interpreted this correctly, it shows before and after the exhaust. So I actually don't think there'll be much difference. I think it's mainly for sound. If you want a deeper sound, we're gonna find out, right? But the engine does breathe a little bit better with this exhaust, and so you will have some slight gains. There's no ECU flash required that I know of, right? So these are all things, that's kind of why I went through it. But yeah, so here's the instructions, which is great. Let's take a look at what we got here. Well, it looks like part of brackets and stuff like that, some screws, miscellaneous. And then, yeah, let's open all this up. Well, that's, like I said, it's really securely packaged, which is great. Yeah, and the box, there's no damage to it. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I think what I ordered was the Satin. They had 3 options. I think one was titanium. I can't remember. Well, it's got some weight to it. Yeah, it's just premium product here, man. It's really good. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, you could just tell. When I was over in Japan for the Formula 1 race, I was just blown away by their infrastructure and how well things are engineered there. It's really definitely stood out. All right, we'll get that out of the way. Yeah, here we go. Nice satin. Yeah, that looks really sharp. It's got some weight to it, for sure. Yeah, can't wait to get that on the bike. All right, let's see what else we got in here. I would imagine the pipe. That's really nicely packaged. Yep. All right, so a couple pieces. Yeah. So it's a full exhaust. All the way from, the header back. not a slip-on, it's a full exhaust system. Yeah, nice finish. And this is from the header. Okay. Oh, nice. There's for the O2 sensors. Okay. Yeah, looks good, man. Yeah, so this is from the header, comes around, O2 sensor. So it should be good. Stoked, man. Yeah, this should be really good. Yeah, I think I got everything out of here. All right, well, right now it's raining, so I'm not gonna do the installation right this second, but in the video, in the magic of video world, yes, that will be probably next. Or actually what I'll show you next, I'll show you what the stock one sounds like. So we'll do a couple laps of stock. I'll hook the microphone up so you can kind of get the stock, and then we'll pull that off and then get the new one on. So we'll be right back. Hey guys, all right, so got a little bit of a riding test we're gonna do right here just to give you some sound. I've got a microphone back there near the exhaust. I got a microphone on me up here on my shirt too, so you can hear me okay. Just a real quick, and then what I'll do is I will do some drive-bys up here. So we'll just kind of give you a little street kind of sound and how it sounds on the street. And then we'll do some drive-bys up here, off-road, right? Just right up here, there's a little off-road section. So be right back with that. Faster than a speeding bullet. All right, guys, so that will conclude the audio sound for what it's like with the stock exhaust on here. Listen. Yes, the angry sewing machine. And then what we'll do is, I don't think I'll get to it tonight, but probably tomorrow, I'll go ahead and swap it off, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll light it up, we'll do some kind of little bit of a back and forth here, and then go through kind of the sound check on that. And then also too, as I was looking through that paperwork, I actually noticed that there's a bunch of graphs in there and kind of show what it does, the exhaust, whatever. So, and the beauty of AI today, I can take pictures of that and I can translate all that. So even though if it's in Japanese, not a big deal. So I will make sure to include those slides, you know, probably at the end of the video or wherever they're pertinent, right? But it does look like there's a little bit of gain. My understanding of the exhaust is it's mostly sound, but I do think like any exhaust, the engine will breathe a little bit better. I'm really grateful though that an ECU flash isn't required from this. So anyways, guys, so that's it for this sound part. We'll be back in a minute. We'll go through the exhaust. We'll be back with a uninstall of the stock exhaust and then the install of the new exhaust. So be right back with that. All right, guys, I got the exhaust installed. It's looking really good, man. And I turned it on and it sounds good too. Let me kind of turn around real quick here, the camera, and I'll show you some of the things that I had problems with. And one of them was really separating the exhaust from the header. I had made the mistake and loosened kind of everything up ahead of time, and in hindsight what I would have done differently is kept the header on solid and then got the dang exhaust off first, because that did not want to separate. So that was a little bit of a challenge. So that was challenge number one. But you know, going back on, it was really simple. The heat shield that you see kind of over laying on the grass over there doesn't mount back up, so that doesn't go back on. But yeah, it looks really nice, man. Super stoked about it. And then everything else was pretty straightforward and pretty simple. I mean, I think if I could do it over again, it would probably take me whatever 30 minutes, but admittedly it took me a little bit of time, maybe an hour or whatever, to get it done, just because I didn't know what the hell I was doing and made that mistake like I was telling you about. So I think I got everything back together. I did start it up once already, but let's start it up and again, and you guys can hear it because it sounds a wee bit different, right? I think I got it in neutral still. Hold on. We'll get the key in and going, and then, well, I'll actually take it for a ride. Same thing I did yesterday, yeah, because it's yesterday that I did that. So we'll take it for a spin and kind of show you guys that. So 1 second here, let me put the camera down. There we go. We'll get this started up. Yeah. So, yeah, a little bit louder. It's an angry sewing machine now. All right, guys. So we'll take it for a quick ride. We'll do the same area, the same ride I did yesterday. So we'll be right back for that. But so far, really digging this Yoshimura Magnum Satin. So be right back. The bike up and running, and yeah, it sounds a little different. I got the mics in the same place, so I got my mic that I'm wearing, plus I got another microphone back here. We'll do some drive-bys here in just a second, but you know, I wanted to kind of reshoot the same kind of setting, that way you guys can see it from the exact same setup. But dude, so cool, man. Really digging this new exhaust and how it sounds. And you know, I was kind of mistaken. I didn't realize there were performance gains. Now, they're claiming that the exhaust will give 1.5 to 1.5 horsepower gains. Now, look, on most bikes that's nothing, but on this bike, because you only have really a 17 horsepower to start with. I mean, you're talking, it was like 6% gains potentially from just the exhaust swap out. Again, I'll throw in all those stats and everything at the end of the video, all the Yoshimura documentation that came with it. But I thought that was kind of interesting, actually. And it definitely sounds really good. It's definitely throatier, and you know, I'm just getting on it, so I can't even tell you. With that said, too, what I'll do is I'll throw down in the video comments, like whatever, 6 months, a year from now, if there's anything different that happens over time, like, you know, I don't know, right? Like how it actually does feel. Instead of shooting a whole nother video, probably I'll just check. So keep an eye on the comments for more information regarding the exhaust. But yeah, I'm gonna pull over here. We'll put the camera down and we'll do some drive-bys like I did yesterday. So be right back. All right, guys. Yeah. All right, so it sounds a little bit like an angry sewing machine, but still an angry sewing machine at heart at only 230 cc. But I tell you, man, it's just smiles for miles on this thing. It's just so much fun to ride. I just so dig it. And now it sounds a lot better. It sounds like a dirt bike, you know. It's really cool. It's super quiet before, and supposedly it's in the legal limits here. I can't remember. I'll put up the information, like I said, here around stats about the decibel level. It's definitely louder and a lot more attention grabbing as you're riding around, which whatever, that's good and bad, but it's within the legal limits here. I think it was 82 or 88, and it's coming from Japan, so really high quality. Dude, I freaking dig this exhaust. Highly recommend it as an upgrade. Just for you know, smiles and sound on it. So definitely recommend it, and even the gain too. And I'll put, as I ride with it a little bit more, I'll follow back up in a couple months in the comment section and kind of let you guys know kind of my thoughts as far as, do I notice really any horsepower gains with it. I'm still breaking in the bike. I've got like 500 kilometers on here, so it's still very much new and haven't really got on it. But you know, the other thing that they talked about is weight reduction. Now the header, And the full exhaust pipe, right? The Cadillac converter is really small in the stock one, but even here it's the same. Like this that's what's nice about this exhaust too, is that it doesn't break any emission rules. It's got does have a small Cadillac converter built in, so not only is it a performance exhaust, it actually also helps with emissions. So yeah, man, big fan of that. So a little bit of a weight reduction on there, I guess, is the point I was going to get at earlier, but not much, a couple of pounds really. I mean, I could lose more weight and have a better would have a better reaction on the bike than losing the exhaust. But yeah, I think I lost maybe 6 pounds or so with the exhaust, and I could stand to lose 15 myself. That would make the bike feel a lot lighter too. But anyways, guys, really appreciate you all watching, and if you're interested in Philippines vlog or Philippines Yap style, I guess is really what my channel is, the Philippines Yap, man, consider subscribing, man. I do all kinds of crap from motorcycle content to touring around to dating to housing, you know, you name it. It's just everyday life in the Philippines, Philippines Yap. So that's kind of what the channel's about. So appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button if you like the video. Leave a comment. All helps the algorithm and all that stuff. And Empine, ayo, and feed that good wolf, guys. Stay positive. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.